This is a message to my 25-year-old self that I think will be super applicable to a lot of 25-year-olds. For me, when I was this age at 25, I was just retiring from being a pro hockey player. I left hockey with $0, no college degree, didn't even have a finished high school, I have no high school diploma, and very, very aspirational, knew that I wanted to do big things in the world, but had never really worked a job. So this is a message that I would send to myself of just some things that are off the top of my head right now, and I hope it applies to some of you guys that choose to watch this video. Much love. What up, brother? All right, so you know things that you want to do with your life. Inside of you, you know that there are things that you want to dive into that you haven't dove into yet. Part of the feeling that you're experiencing right now of the frustration around that is just the fact that you haven't actually gone and tried those things. And that's okay. That's okay that you haven't gone and tried those things yet. You haven't really been put in the situations that you need to be put into to actually step out and try those things. A lot of the fear that you're feeling right now with not knowing what's going to happen in your life, a lot of that fear is just coming from you not trying multiple things that you feel like you might be good at. To back that up, you have to look at your finances and be realistic. I know that you really, really want to go and do all these things that are just aspirational and fun and like want to change the world and things like that. You also have to live a real life. You also have to pay your bills. You also have to get very familiar with the money that is coming in and the money that is going out. So the first thing that you need to do is be realistic about that. Do you need to go and find a job? Do you need to actually be honest with yourself on the things that you're trying to pursue and go and have even just a part-time job? I think it's smart because even though you are super passionate about these things that are your own passion projects, that are you running the ship and you doing it all and you building at your own speed, it puts more pressure on you if you just do those rather than taking a little bit of pressure off of yourself by doing something that is part-time that allows you the flexibility to go and do these things on your own outside of it. So what I would really recommend you doing is, yes, think about the things that you want to do that are long-term and passionate and big ideas. And aside from that, pick one or two things that you can do part-time that are stable, that are part of the skill set, that feel like they lend to what you want to do for a long term, but are just that help add your skills and can pay consistent money so that you can take that stress off of you, because that is a real stress. You worried about your financial security, anybody worrying about their financial security is going to be a big stress. And so that's something that'll take a lot off your plate just by you going and getting something part-time. People can use your skills. Go find something. That's the first thing. Once you have that, and that's off of your plate, now outside of those hours, put in the fucking work for the things that you really care about. Like, you know, all these different ideas that you have that are running through you, that you go to sleep at night telling yourself, I'm gonna be so good at this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna crush it at this, I know I can create this. Yes, you can create those things. Do those outside of the 9 to 5 that you have, or outside of the stable work that you have. You'll do them quicker. You'll do them quicker with the financial burden released from you. Spend all of your extra hours understanding the passion and the purpose behind those projects. Let me tell you some more about work that you will soon realize in 7 years when you're my age. Most of the people in the world that are running businesses, that are working in leadership, don't know a majority of the things that they're doing. A lot of people are winging it. That's not a bad thing, and that's not a knock to those people. A lot of stuff just changes. Businesses change, macroeconomics change, the environment changes, the world changes. So a lot of people a lot of people that are at the top still don't even know exactly what's going on. Believe in yourself. Believe in the things that you feel like you are here to do. Believe in those. You are going to have to actually put in the time and energy to learn that tangible skills for those things, but it starts with you having a belief. So in all of your outside time, cultivate that belief. Don't look down on yourself. Don't take shit from anybody in the sense of if anybody that actually believes in themselves, that really feels good with themselves, is not going to make you feel worse about yourself, is not going to put you down as with your skill set, is not going to talk about you, or is not, you don't hate when you're happy. The people that you want to actually look up to in terms of like learning skills from are people that are confident in themselves, that know their own worth, that know their own capabilities. Find those people and stick close to those people, because mentors and individuals that you can look up to are critical, like are so helpful. It's like the thing I would put and the relationships I would put most of my time into. If I'm you right now, I would go and spend as much time as possible with people that are in situations that you want to be in, that have good hearts, that have good minds, and know that they are, and are just confident in themselves, because most of those people are willing to give back. And if you approach them in the way that you are, with your own like openness and your own like care and your own like just wanting to soak up anything that they're willing to give, a lot of those people are willing to give. I know for me, being on the other end of that now, 25-year-old just wants to learn and just wants to like hear how I got to where I'm at, or what I'm up to, or different things that I am just trying to navigate through myself right now. If someone approaches me and they come at it with love and respect and just like good energy, dude, there's nothing that I want to do more. I'm like, I would love to kick it with you and teach and help and just be there for you. So there are tons of mentors out there and leaders out there that are willing to spend that time with you. Get active with them. Send messages. Go to coffee shops, say hi to people. Go to workout classes, say what up to somebody. Go to sporting events, say hi to people. Look around the area that you're at. Go to local places, introduce yourself. Yo, what up? My name is JT. Love your hoodie. Love your hoodie? Love your hoodie. What are you up to? What brings you here? You live in the area? What do you do for work? Oh, no way, that's cool. I'm actually interested in something like this. Tell me more about what you do. Making friends is so much easier than the fears that can make it out to be. Yes, if you approach it from a transactional place, it can get weird because you're feeling weird about it being transactional. Go out and give love to people. Go out and give love to people, spread good energy, and put out those things that you want to do in the world, and that stuff will come back to you. That stuff will quickly come back to you faster than you can believe if you're willing to just show up openly and be wanting to give. All right, what else do I have for you? Okay. Be willing to do things for free. Be willing to do things for free. Be willing to do things for free. Let me say this. This is another reason why having that side thing that pays the bills for you can be so critical, because then you're able to do things for free and relieve the pressure. Doing things for free is such a hack. 99.9% of people, if they sent me a message right now and they were like, hey, I can see that you might need help with something like this. I have that skill set. I would love to do it for free, show you how I'm able to do it, and then potentially work together. No brainer. Done. Let's go. Done. Huge. Willing. And if they show up and they actually put in the work and they actually treat it like they are getting paid even though they're doing it for free, dude, I want to pay them then. I'm stoked to pay them. I believe in them then. Do things for free. Be willing to sacrifice short-term metrics, short-term financials, short-term, any sort of short-term goal. Be willing to sacrifice short-term for the win long-term. And if you're willing to do things for free, so many people will say yes. You'll be able to learn from experts. You'll be able to get indoors. And it's just a major life hack. So be willing to do things for free. What else? Love the people that are around you in your circle, your colleagues, your family, anybody. Love the people that are around you. Don't let where they're going distract you from where you're going. Let me give you an example. A lot of people do not have the aspirations to do major things in business like you might. A lot of people don't even really care if they like their work. That's just the reality of the world. Some people just don't have the interest of like going to a job that they absolutely love. You do. So don't get conflicted on what your end goal is based off of what somebody else's end goal is. Stay super clear on yours. And that doesn't mean you have to cut those people off and be like, you can't be in my life anymore. Just be able to create some sort of work on creating some sort of internal boundary to know, yo, this is my dream. This is what I'm looking for. You can have a separate dream next to me. That doesn't mean that I can't be friends with you. I can support you because I know that that makes you happy. Well, I know how this makes me happy, so I'm gonna follow this. Don't let their stuff seep into you, and then you get conflicted on what your own dream is. Follow you. What else do I have here? This is all off the top of my head, so if I had a week that we were going to be talking, I'd probably give you some more. Don't do it to impress your parents. Don't do it to impress your parents. So much of the work, so much of the stuff is like an unconscious need to impress coaches, parents, society. If you do it for that reason, you're not going to end up being happy. You got to get clear on what's the stuff that you actually care about and follow you. That's the only way for you to actually feel happy. At the end of the day, you put your head on that pillow and you're doing it for somebody else, you're not happy. You got to do it for you. Got to do it for you. Okay, more specifics on work stuff. The fastest way to get anywhere is through social media. It's just the reality of today. The fastest way to build your own recognition, to get attention from people, to get indoors, the fastest way for you to do that is going to be through social media. So it's okay if you don't want to be a person that's like a huge personality. That is all right. But I would really, really encourage you to find some sort of way to show up on social media somewhere, because the benefit that's going to be for you is going to be astronomical. It's so much bigger than anybody even realizes. And you're even somebody that like thinks about it a lot. It's even bigger than you realize. If you can put even more time and energy into social media and doing it in your own authentic way, don't need to be a huge influencer, don't need to be extroverted and wild and whatever, do it in your own way. But the more that you can start sharing your stories, your beliefs, the things that you care about in the world, the more doors are going to open left, right, and center. To the extent that you will not believe. Put yourself out there. I mean, just think about it practically. You go to a coffee shop, you say hi to two people, you leave that place, both of those two people fucked with you. You're like, wow, I just made two friends that really care about what I'm doing with my work and have an interest in working together. Think about the magnitude of you doing that when you put something on the internet that you care about, the same way of you showing up as a coffee shop. You put that on the internet and with potentials of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of people to see that and resonate with it the same way as you showing up at a coffee shop. Logic. Just practical. Put yourself out there on social. Do it in your own way. Do it in an authentic way that feels good to you. Just do it. Even if it's not even you posting, get active in messages. Jump into comment sections. Put yourself out there. All right, because this is going on long now, last thing I want to leave you with. There's no right way to do it. There's no right way to do it. There's no right way. Everybody thinks that there's a playbook, that there's some sort of hack. There's no one hack for success. Your own makeup of you as a human being and the way that you look at things and the way that you navigate and the way that you take care of yourself and the way that you show up is going to be completely different than your neighbor's. Do it your way. Do it your way and just trust yourself that you're going to find a way to figure it out. That means that you're going to have to show up and work extra hard. That means that you're going to have to put in hours that you don't want to. That means you're going to sometimes have to do things for free. That means that you're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone. That means that you're going to have to face yourself if you really want this, but it's so worth it. And work is such a great reflection and learning process of you and yourself, which is something that I really encourage you to do it for. A reason that I really encourage you to do it for is you learn yourself so quickly by stepping into work and really putting yourself in it, rather than just half-assing it and not caring about work and not looking for it to be any sort of purposeful or intentional thing for you. Follow your own way, trust yourself, find work that feels fun, enjoy it. You're gonna do great. Wishing you so much love. Can't wait to see what you do. Peace.